was at a bar with a friend, and you know that crazy two-eye Sally, we always called her. Yeah, she had two eyes. You know, some of them didn't. Yeah, and we was in there, and we'll stop, and this guy just came up and said, "Hey, bud, you want a cigarette?" He gave me a cigarette, and he even offered a light. And while I was walking down the street, when I was going to thank him, then the next guy came up to me and he said, "Hey, buddy, them are my shoes." And I'm like, "Your shoes?" And then that's when crazy two-eye Sally came along and said, "Let's go to a bar." We was down on the street, and we was gambling with nickels. And that's when the strangest thing ever happened. We seen this light in the sky, and we thought, uh-oh, it's the cops, or it's the aliens or something. But no, it was sunrise. And then me and a friend of mine, Ron, we're going to go see a cowboy movie starring Superman. So when we get there, and we're in the theater, and I got my popcorn and pop, I noticed I only had one sock on. I don't remember what happened to my other sock. Then I remembered when I was fishing, and I caught this fish, and it finned me. And when I tried to get it off the hook, Ron said we should go to the movie theater. When I realized that I can't go to the movie theater because I got a pot boiling on my stove at home. On the stove was just boiling water, and there was nothing in it, and I didn't know what to do. So, because I was going to make some noodles, but I didn't have any salt, so I decided I'll go to the store and get some salt. But when I got to the store, I realized I forgot my money. So when I come out of the store, in the bus, the guy said, "You must pay something to get in and sit down." And I was trying to tell him that I was trying to get salt. And I looked at him in dismay, and then it's like I realized I had some salt in my pocket. There we were on this beach, and it was a beautiful day, high waves coming in, and we decided to body surf. And that's when the guy came up and asked me if I wanted a wine beer. And it took me back to, and I asked my friend if he had wine. He said no, and he asked me if I had beer, and I said no. So while we're body surfing, and this guy's asking us if we want wine beer, that's when I remembered I had to go to the doctor because I had a foot infection. So on my way to the doctor, this guy stopped me and said, "Hey, you have a quarter?" And I told him, "Yeah, I do, but it's at home." So while I was at home getting the quarter, and I realized I was late for my doctor's appointment. And then the reason I realized I was late for my doctor's appointment because I couldn't move very fast because there was this paddle feet things on my feet I forgot to take off when I was at the beach looking for the wine beer. But I finally found the wine beer when I went to the taco shop to eat something. And this kid kept stepping on my feet, and I didn't know why. And then that's when I realized I had to go to the doctor because I had a foot infection. Finally, I get to the doctor, and the doctor wasn't happy when he seen me because he told me I had these rubber fins on my feet too long and I got an infection. Now, always remember, never wear rubber feet going to the doctor.